वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुनातिरवनचारी यमुनातिरवनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुनातिरवनचारी यमुनातिरवनचारी हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय विष्णु पाद ब्रह्म सब परिविराज का आचार्य अष्टोत्तर शतम् इस डिवाइन ग्रेस of शरणारविंद भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय रंगराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय समेत गौर भक्तवृंद की जय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतस्य भगवते उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवतिनैष्टिके कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च गोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय। So we were discussing about the pastimes of the Lord as Matsya incarnation, his Matsya incarnation. So the Lord appeared as a small fish in the river Kratamala when King Satyavrata was offering his morning oblations. So the fish requested him to give shelter to him. So he put the fish in his kamandalu to his ashram. Then he asked in one night the fish couldn't fit in the kamandalu. Then he put it in the well. In one muhurta, he covered the well also. So then Satyavrata thought that okay, we will put it in the ocean, which is never diminishing in water. So the fish said, no, you cannot put me there because there are dangerous animals there. So Satyavrata replied in bewilderment. So, no, in one night you have encompassed the size of a great ocean. You are not an ordinary man, ordinary fish. You appear to be the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then the Supreme Personality of Godhead revealed that yes, so there is going to be an inundation because in 7th day from now, there will be an inundation. All the 3 worlds will be submerged in water. So you take the herbs, the seeds, higher and lower, and all the living entities, uh, and also the great sages. I will, a great boat will come to you. Take up on that boat, take up that boat, on board it, along with all the people, all the rishis, and in the darkness of the sea, the effulgence of the saintly personalities will provide you the light, and I will actually help you in the sea, uh, so that it will remain fixed to my horn, so that your boat will not toss in the ocean. So I will roam around in the water of the ocean, in the water of inundation for one night of Brahma. Uh, so therefore the Lord said that the powerful winds, which are uh, like the Samvartaka winds, so they will not affect you because you are attached to the my horn, the fish horn, and tied by means of Vasuki. So then we discuss this until the Brahma slumber is over. Yavat Brahma Nisha Prabhu. Nisha. Nisha means night. So the Acharyas commented that actually this is not the actual night of Brahma, because the actual night of Brahma will come only after the 14th Manus period is over. So in one day of Brahma there will be 14 Manus who will take turns to administer the universal affairs. So at the end of the 14th Manu, the Brahma's night starts and the day ends. That is the time the inundation will happen, the pralaya will happen, and all the worlds will be submerged in water. But in this particular special case, Lord Brahma felt sleepy in the daytime, and then because of which the uh, inundation is happening here. So the Lord, we also saw how the Lord protects the devotees in all respects. So Ananyas Chintayanta Mam Yajana Paribhasate Tesham Nityavyaktanam Yogakshema Mahamyam. So the Lord is always ready to protect the devotees and in all respects. So whatever they lack, the Lord will provide, and whatever they have, the Lord will preserve. And also Tesham Nitya Vyuktana. So whatever is necessary for them, their protection is always taken care by the Supreme Lord. Their maintenance and protection is taken care by the Supreme Lord. So he also said that you will be thoroughly advised and favored by me, and because I will be near to you, roaming around in the water of inundation, you will be thoroughly favored by me. And because of your inquiries, everything about my glories, which are known as Parabrahma, will be manifest in your heart. So, Divya Gyan Hriday Prakashito. So, Sri Prabhupada said that Lord is there in the heart of everyone, and whoever takes favor, whoever takes a step towards the Lord is ready to actually help him by instructing him. He's saying, Samprasne Vivritam Priti. So everything will be manifest in your heart. Thus, you will know everything about me. So the Lord says in the Bhagavad Gita 10th chapter, Tesham Satatayuktanam Gatam Priti Purvakam Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam Yanamam Apayantate. So those who are engaged in the devotional service of the Lord, those who are fixed in the devotional service of the Lord will give that intelligence by which the devotees can come to him, can always remain in his devotional service, can always remain in contact with him. And as a special favor, the Lord also, with the torchlight of knowledge, he will dissipate the darkness of ignorance which has encompassed the heart of a devotee. So tesham eva anukampatham aham ajnanajan tamaha nasayami atma bhavasto jnanadipena bhasvata. So with the jnana deepa, with the torchlight of knowledge, the Lord will eliminate the darkness in the heart of the devotee who is engaged in the devotional service. So many places in Bhagavatam also similar thing is mentioned. So the suffering of the conditioned soul is due to the ignorance which causes misidentification of the body. Misidentification of the body, misidentification with the things related to the body, misidentification to the world. So there are different types of ignorance which will encompass the soul, which actually puts the ever blissful soul into the ocean of misery. So, but when the shining effulgence of the toes of the shining effulgence from the toenails of the Lord penetrates the darkness of ignorance in the heart of a worshipper, he actually crosses over the ocean of unsurpassable miseries, which otherwise he was submerged in and overtaken by. So that is a special favor given by the Supreme Lord to the devotees who are actually feeling themselves, which are very much who are feeling themselves to be very much dependent upon the Lord. So this is a special favor the Lord gives. So in this pastime of the Lord rescuing Satyavrata Muni from the ocean of inundation is a very significant thing to be learned in the life of a devotee. So we are all wanting to cross the ocean of material existence, Avasagara. So, the Lord is appropriately hinting here, Satyavradamani, I will provide you the boat. You come and onboard it. So we also have the boat, the boat of human life. Hridayaham madhyam sulabham sudurlabham labam sukalpam guru karnadhara mayanukulen nabhasvateritam puman virajya sa atmahat. They say Hridayaham, the human body is like a boat. Hridayaham madhyam sulabham sudurlabham labam. And it is a very easy and very rare. So that this human birth is like a boat which can cross over the ocean of material existence. It is a very favorable word, sulabham, but at the same time, it is very rare. So this human birth is very rare, but it provides us the very easy facility to cross over the ocean of material existence. Plavam Sukalpam, Guru Karnadhara. So the Karnadhara, the captain, is the Guru, Guru Karnadhara. Maya Anukulena. So if we Maya Anukulena Navasvateritam. So the favorable, the words of the Vedic injunctions are like the favorable breezes, which can actually direct the boat in the right direction towards the destination of Goloka Vrindavan. So when we actually take advantage of this human life through surrender to the lotus feet of the Guru and following the Vedic injunctions on his order, on his advice, and taking the advantage of the Vedic injunctions, which are like the favorable port, favorable winds on the sea, the journey becomes very easy. The journey becomes very comfortable. Otherwise, this ocean, this Bhavasagara, is filled with terrible winds, and we are constantly tormented by the fear of falling into this ocean and being eaten up by different species like the sharks of material desires, and we are actually prone to uh, transmigrate in the ocean of material existence for eternity. So this human birth has been a gift by the Supreme Lord upon the conditioned living entities uh, to actually take advantage of and cross over the ocean of material existence. And therefore, the Lord is mm, actually giving every opportunity for the conditioned soul to get out of this material existence by somehow or other. He is providing many means. He comes as a guru, he comes as a boat, he comes as a favorable wind, he comes as as incarnations, so he can so that we can actually take advantage of the Lord's incarnations. So in so many ways, the Lord's purpose is to reclaim the fallen conditioned souls in this material existence, so that we can all rejoin him in his eternal kingdom to enjoy everlasting bliss. इत्थम् आदेश राजानं हरिर अंतरधीयता सोन्वैक्षत तं कालं यं ऋषिकेश आदिशत्. So इत्थम् आदिश्य राजानं, after thus इत्थम् आदिश्य, in this way, after instructing the king, harir antaradhiyata, so the Lord disappeared immediately, antardhan ho gaye. So saha anvavaikshata tam kalam. So anvavaikshata means he began to wait for what? Tam kalam, till the time comes. Yam Rishikesha Adisat, the time of which the Lord has instructed. This waiting for time is also mentioned in the episode of Narada Muni. Kalam Pratikshan Vimado Vimatsara. So when the Lord appeared first time for the Narada Muni, Narada boy, who was meditating in the forest after his mother has passed away, he took that as the Lord's mercy upon him to detach himself from worldly existence. So he actually traveled towards the north, Pradishtan Disamuttara. So he traveled towards the north, and then he actually meditated upon the Lord in the dense forest, and the Lord appeared in his heart, and for momentarily, and then he disappeared. Then the Lord, seeing that the Narada boy was very much lamenting of his not being present before him, he instructed that since there are still residues of your karma, you will not be able to see me again. As a special favor, I have shown myself to you once. So, therefore, at the end of this Brahma's day, in the beginning of the next Brahma's day, you will rejoin me and as my pure devotee. So that then the Lord disappeared, and there it says that the Narada waited for the appropriate time to come, being Vimada, without being proud, and Vimatsara, and without being envious. So Kalam Pratikshan is waiting for the favorable time to come is very much important in a devotee's life. We also see in the Nectar of Instruction that patience and endurance are very much important for a devotee to actually progress in devotional service. So there are so many things in this world which is filled with passion and ignorance to be restless and to become impatient of. So, but spiritual life requires us to be in a mode of goodness, which necessitates us to be fixed on the absolute, and to be patient and tolerant and endurant to attain the goal, to be fixed on the goal, to be patient to endure the difficulties, to endure the test of time is very much important. And waiting for the Lord's mercy is a very important principle which needs to be actually digested by the practitioner so that he can actually get the grace of the Lord. The Lord is Swarat. The Lord is independent. So to get the Lord's grace, we actually have to be very patient. The Lord is very much eager, but He also wants to make sure that we are actually serious. So for that, the Lord tests, and the Lord tests in different ways. And one of the ways the Lord tests is He immediately may not appear before us, or He immediately may not give us what we are intending to be in devotional service also. So what do? Do we leave the Lord? Do we go elsewhere? The Lord tests. If we actually show our surrender to the Lord, that Anyada Sharanam Nasti Tvameva Sharanam Tasmat Karanya Bhavena Raksha Raksha Janardana. So when we say that, when we feel that in our heart, and we express that through our patience and endurance by waiting only for the Lord's mercy, then the Lord will actually show the special favor for us. And when He shows special favor, that is remarkable, and that is such a blissful thing that we will never want to be separated from that. So Astirya Darbhan Prakulan Rajarshi Prag Udanmukha Nishashada Hare Pado Chintayan Matsyarupinaha. So Astirya Darbhan Prakulan. So after spreading the kusha with the tips pointing towards the east, Prakulan, Astirya Darbhan Prakulan Rajarshi, the saintly king. He is a Rajarshi. He is not a he is a Raja. He is not a simple Raja. He is a Rajarshi. He is a saintly king. Prag Udanmukha. So he faced himself towards the Prag Udanmukha, northeast. Nishashada. Hareha Pado. Sat down on the grass and began Nishashada Hareha Pado Chintayan. So he sat down on that grass and began to meditate upon the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Matsya Rupina, in the form of a fish. Tata Samudra Udvelaha Sarvata Plavayan Mahim Adhamano Mahameghair Varshadbhir Samadrishyata. So Tataha, thereafter, Samudra Udvelaha. So the ocean swelled more and more. Sarvataha Plavayan Mahim. So Plavayan means it actually submerged. Mahim, the ocean began to overflow and onto the land, and the inundated, it submerged all the earth. Vardhaman means it began to increase. Mahameghair Varshadbhir. So Mahameghair Varshadbhiri Samadrishyata. So the gigantic clouds, they began pouring incessant water, and the ocean swelled more and more, encompassing the entire land. Dhyayan Bhagavad Adesham Tadrisenavamagatam Tamaruroha Viprendrair Adyaushadi Virudaha Adayaushadi Virudaha. So the plan was fixed. So as Satyavrata remembered the order of the Supreme Lord, dhyayan Bhagavan Adesham. So he remembered, he meditated upon the order of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Dhyayan Bhagavad Adesham. Dadrishe Navam Agatam. He saw a bird came near him. Dadrishe Navam Agatam. Then what he did? Tam Aruroha. He onboarded it. And Vipra Indrair. So, accompanied by Vipra, the saintly Brahmanas, and Viprendrer, Adaya Aushadhihi Virudhaha. So, Adaya, he collected the herbs and the creepers, Virudhaha. So, तामोचुर्मनयः प्रीता राजन् ध्यायस्व केशवं सवैनः सङ्कटादस्मात् अविताशं विधास्यति. So I was just checking if the acharyas have commented on the why he collected the herbs and creepers. There was no commentary. I feel that he collected the herbs and creepers because everything is going to be inundated. So in the next, when the creation starts after this inundation is over, this will be replanted. तामोचुर्मुनयः प्रीता राजन् ध्यायस्व केशवं सवैनः सङ्कटादस्मात् अविताशं विधास्यति. So then the saintly Brahmanas were pleased with the king. They began to address the king. They said to him, Rajan, Dhyayasva Keshavam, meditate upon the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Keshava. Savainaha, Savai, he, Savai Naha, Naha means us, Vai, Saha Vai. So he indeed will, he certainly will protect us from this calamity. Asmat Sankatat. Asmat Sankatat Avita Sham Vidhasyati. He will save us from the impending danger and arrange Sham Vidhasyati. So Sham Vidhasyati means auspicious. He will arrange auspiciousness for us. So the contact with the Supreme Personality of Godhead will actually bring us real auspiciousness. Otherwise, the contact with material nature will always bring us inauspiciousness and lamentation. So, Sonudhyayatas-tatoranya pradurasin maharnave ekashringadharo matsyo haimo niyuta yojanaha. So the boat has come, but the fish hasn't come yet. So therefore, the Brahmanas have told him, please meditate upon the Supreme Lord Keshava. So he meditated. Then Saha Anudhyayatas Tataha. So thereafter, when the king was meditating constantly, Anudhyayataha, not only Dhyayataha, Anudhyayataha, he is constantly meditating upon Supreme Lord, Pradur Asin. So in front of him has appeared in the ocean, Maharnave, Pradur Asin Maharnave, what did appear? Eka Shringadharo Matsyo, a fish with a single horn, one horn has appeared. And what was it like? Haimaniyuta Yojanaha. So it was like a fish in golden color. Haima. Haima Niyuta. Haima is made of gold. Niyuta Yojanaha. Niyuta Yojana. Yojana means 8 miles. And Niyuta means million. So this is 8 million miles long fish which has appeared in front of the Satyavrata Muni. Satyavrata King Satyavrata. निबध्यनावं तच्छृङ्गे यथोक्तो हरिणा पुरा भरत्रेणाहिना तुष्टः तुष्टावमधुसूदनम्. So, following the instructions formerly given by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the king anchored the boat to the fish's horn using the serpent Vasuki as a rope. Thus, being satisfied, he offered the prayers to the Lord. So, he anchored the boat. So, in a sea, if we want to be actually protected from the powerful and dangerous waves, the boat has to be tugged to some fixed source. So the Lord is actually providing that fixed source for the boat so that it will not be tossed. It will not be carried away by the waves. श्रीराजोवाच अनाद्यविद्योपहतात्मसंविद तन्मूलसंसारपरिश्रमातुराः यदृच्छयोपसृष्टायमाप्नुयुर्विमुक्तिदो नः परमो गुरुर्भवान्. Is saying anadi avidya apahata atma samvida. So for people who have lost their self knowledge since time immemorial, anadi avidya apahata atma samvida. So anadi avidya atma samvida. So atma samvida means the knowledge about the self. So the knowledge about the self of a conditioned soul has been taken away by the ignorance since time immemorial. So tan mula samsara parishrama aturaha, tat mula, that is the root cause for the miserable condition, the miserable condition and the fruitless labor which the conditioned soul is undergoing in the samsara. So that is the root cause of the fruitless labor which the conditioned soul is undergoing. So yadrichaya upasprushta yam apnuyur. So yadrichaya, by the will of the Supreme Lord, yadrichaya means by some good fortune, upasprushta, so being favored by the by upasprushta, upasrutaha, yadrichaya upasrutaha, being favored by an acharya, yam apnuyur. So one who achieves this, achieves whom? Achieving the Supreme Lord, yam apnuyur, vimuktida. And the result of achieving the Supreme Lord is vimuktida. So the association with the Supreme Lord is liberating. Vimuktida, which gives liberation. Naha, to us, Paramo Guru. So the Supreme Spiritual Master, Bhavan, your Lordship. So he's saying, by the grace of the Lord, those who have lost their self-knowledge since time immemorial, and who because of this ignorance are involved in material condition of life, full of miseries and full of hard labor, by some good fortune, they obtain a chance to meet the Lord's devotee. So therefore, I accept the Supreme Personality of Godhead as Parama Guru, as the Supreme Spiritual Master. So by the grace of the Guru, one actually gets a uh, gets a hope and means to get out of the ocean of material existence, which is undergoing, which one is undergoing from time immemorial, uh, being bereft of knowledge and full of hard, fruitless labor. Uh, so this is the result of association of a saintly spiritual master. Therefore, it is said that Brahmanda Brahmite kon bhagyavan jeev Guru Krishna Prasad Pai Bhakti Lata Beach. So, while undergoing repeated birth and death in the Brahmanda, hmm, in the ocean of material existence, in the universe, uh, in the cycle of birth and death, by some good fortune, a soul will actually get the chance to actually meet a bona fide spiritual master uh, and through him receive the seed of devotional service. One Bhagyavan Jiv is a very fortunate soul who receives such a seed of the creeper of devotional service. Therefore, the role of a guru in the life of a mukshu, a practitioner of devotional service, who is actually wanting cessation of material existence, liberation from material entanglement, uh, the role of a guru is very much important. So the Supreme Lord is actually the Supreme Spiritual Master. So here the king is addressing the Lord as Paramo Guru, as the Supreme Spiritual Master. So he is the Lord actually serves from within as the Chaitya Guru. And the Diksha Guru in front of our eyes is actually the representative of the Chaitya Guru in our heart. So there is, in one sense, the Guru Tattva is actually hinting, is actually maintaining the relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So therefore, Guru is as good as God for the disciple because he actually delivers God to the disciple. So therefore, when we worship the Supreme Lord, we also worship the spiritual master along with the Supreme Lord. First, whenever we do perform arati, first we actually offer the worship. We take permission from the Guru, and then from the Guru Parampara, then to the Supreme Lord, we offer all the articles, and then we again offer those offered items to the Guru as well. Therefore, uh, we uh, actually treat Guru as equal to the Supreme Lord. He is like the ambassador for the spiritual world. The ambassador represents the whole country. So similarly, the spiritual master is the ambassador for the spiritual world. He is the representative of the spiritual world. He is the representative of the king of the spiritual world, that is Krishna. So therefore, he is equal to Krishna. So he is given the same respect as Krishna himself. So the Lord appears in many ways to mitigate the conditioned soul's suffering. Sometimes he appears personally, and sometimes he authorizes himself as a living being on his behalf. Uh, so then Satya Avatar, like Srila Prabhupada, is Satya Avatar. He is the personification of the potency of the Supreme Personality of Godhead to carry out his mission in this world. In all cases, however, he is the original spiritual master. He, the capital He, the spiritual Supreme Lord, is the original spiritual master who enlightens the conditioned souls who are actually suffering in this material world. Therefore, he is addressed as Parama Guru. So such a person, so the representative of the Supreme Lord, uh, who acts to spread Krishna consciousness, is also guided by the by the Supreme Lord from within to execute his order. Such a person may appear as an ordinary human being, but he is not to be mistaken as ordinary. He is and neglected to be as ordinary. Therefore, the Lord says, Acharyam ma vijaniya na manyata karhichit na matya buddhya suyeta sarvadeva mayu guru. Saying, Acharyam ma vijaniya. Krishna is telling in the 11th canto, Acharyam ma vijaniya. Understand the Acharya as to be my own self. Acharya ma vijaniya na avamanyata karhichit. Never disrespect him, thinking him to be ordinary martya. Na martya buddha asuyata, and do not envy him like you do for other ordinary human beings. Na martya buddha asuyata. Sarva deva my guru. He is the personification of all the gods. Sarva deva my guru. So, Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur also says, Sakshat Dharitpena Samasta Shastre Uktastata Bhavyata Eva Sadbhihi Kintu Prabhorya Priyayeva Tasya Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda. So, he says, Sakshat Dharitvena Samasta Shastre. In the Dharitri, he is Sakshat Dharitri. So, he is the personification of the principles, Vedic principles, and Kintu Prabhorya, because he is the most confidential servant of the Supreme Lord. Kintu Prabhorya Priyayeva Tasya. Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda. So, he is broadcasting the Lord's message for the benefit of the conditioned soul. So therefore I offer my respectful obeisances unto his lotus feet. Sri Charanaravinda. Janobudayam nija karma bandhana sukechaya karma samihate sukham yat sevayatam vidunotya sanmatim Granthim sabibhyata hridayam sano guruhu janaha abudo. So foolish people I am. He, the conditioned foolish conditioned living being, nija karma bandhanaihi, being bound by his own fruitive results of his fruitive activities. Sukha ichhaya karma samihate. So, wanting to be happy within this material world, he plans for fruitive activities. Yat seva samihate asukham. But the result of this is asukha, is actually distress. So he plans for sukha, but he gets asukha. Yat sevaya, by worshipping, rendering, serving whom tam vidhunoti asanmatim. So by serving whom this this mentality, this asatmati, this unclean mentality, the foolish mentality is cleansed. Vidhunoti is cleared up. Granthim sa vidhyat, that hard knot of ignorance, which is actually tying up this conditioned soul, the conditioned soul's heart to this material world eternally, that granthi sa vidhyat, that is cut, that knot of that granthi, that hard knot is cut. Hridayam sa Dhrudayam, the hard knot in the heart is cut. Saha, that Lord, Naha, our Guru, the Supreme Spiritual Master. So he said, you are the Supreme Guru for me in the previous verse. He said, uh, by some good fortune, I actually got a chance to meet you, who are the spiritual master, in the from the ocean of material existence, who will deliver me from this ocean of material existence. And how do you do that? Is because you cut the hard knot of the desire uh, for material enjoyment in this world, and by which one is actually planning and scheming to be perpetually happy, but unfortunately, what he gets is perpetual distress. So, the first canto also says, Vidyate hridayat grandhi, chidyante sarva samsayaha, shiyante chasya karmani, drishta evatmanisware. When we associate with Bhagavatam, when we associate with the process of devotional service, the hard knot in the heart tied, which ties us up to the material nature, to the ocean of material existence, and perpetuates us in the cycle of birth and death. That hard knot of ignorance, of trying to be lord of the what all I survey, so that desire for enjoyment is cut by the sword of knowledge, which has been given by the instructions of the spiritual master. So, in this way, the spiritual master rescues the conditioned soul from the repeated birth and death. So, for the material happiness, the conditioned soul involves in futile activities, which actually put him into material distress. So, because the conditioned soul does not know this, he is said to be in avidya or ignorance. Because of a false hope for happiness, the conditioned soul becomes involved in various plans for material activity. So, here Maharaj Satyavrata prays that the Lord sever this hard knot for false happiness and thus become his spiritual master. Utayah karma vasana. So, the impetus for activity in this world is actually the desire for enjoyment. Utayah karma vasana. And the desire for material enjoyment will result in planning, scheming intellectually, and then acting it physically, executing it by different activities. So when we act, then we get reactions. When we perform action, we will get reaction. So these reactions are actually binding us to this material world. So therefore, the spiritual master, with the torchlight of knowledge, by his forceful instructions, he actually illuminates the heart with transcendental instructions, and then he cuts the hard knot of material existence. Yat sevayānge agner iva rudra rodanam puman vijahyan malamatmanastamaha bhajeta varnam nija esha so vyayo bhuya saisha paramo gurur guruhu. Saying yat sevaya agner iva rudra rodanam. So by serving whom agner iva, as if one touches fire, as if when one touches fire, Rudra Rodhanam, a block of silver becomes, a block of silver or gold becomes purified. Agner iva Rudra Rodhanam, Puman Vijahyan Malamatmanas Tamaha. So, when a block of when a block of silver or gold, when it is put into fire, it will cast off the impurities and it will, whatever is the real nature of that metal will come forth, shining in front of us. Similarly, Puman Vijahyan Malamatmanastamaha. So a person can give up the dirty things of material existence, malam, atmanaha, from the oneself, of oneself, tamaha, which is caused by ignorance. And then bhajeta varnam nijamesha so abhyayo. So bhajeta, then he may actually revive his original identity. Bhajeta varnam. Bhajeta, he actually worships or he actually revives his original identity. Nijam Varnam, his original identity. Esha, such, uh, such inexhaustible, uh, uh, such inexhaustible. Bhuyat, let him become. Saha, he, Ishaha, that Lord is the Paramaguru. He is the Guru, Paramagurur Guru. He is the original spiritual master of all the spiritual masters. So one who wants to be freed from the material entanglement, he should actually take to the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yat Sevaya. Yat Sevaya Agni. And then, and he can give up the contamination of ignorance. Vijahyan Malam Tamaha. Atmanaha, from his heart, involving pious and impious activities. Thus one regains his original identity. Nijam Esha Abhyayo Varnam Bhajeta. He actually revives his original identity. Like Agneriva Rudra Rodhanam. So like a block of gold or silver sheds all dirt and becomes purified when treated with fire. So may that inexhaustible personality of God, Saha Abhyayaha, so may that Supreme Personality, inexhaustible Supreme Personality of Godhead become our spiritual master. Naha Guru. So become our spiritual master, for he is the original spiritual master of all the spiritual masters. Nayat prasadayuta bhoga bhagalesham. Nayat prasadayuta bhagalesham anye cha deva guravo jana swayam kartum sameta prabhavanti pumsaha tameswaram tvam charanam prapadye nayat prasada ayuta bhagalesham. Nayat prasada ayuta bhagalesham anyecha deva guravo jana swayam. So anyecha deva, neither all the demigods nor the so-called gurus, guravaha, janaha, nor other people, swayam, independently or together. So none of these people, none of the demigods, none of the so-called gurus, none of the other enlighteners of this world, either independently or together, can offer mercy that equals 1/10,000 of yours. Prasada ayuta bhagalesham. Ayuta means 10,000. So ayuta bhaga, 10,000th part, lesham, part of that, they cannot even offer the 10,000 part of the mercy of yours. Therefore, tam ishwaram tvam sharanam prapadye. So I wish to take shelter of your lotus feet. So, since none of these people can actually give me any amount, even a part of the mercy which has been showered by you, I actually take shelter of your lotus feet. So, Prabhupada says, Kamaistaiste Shrutajnana prapadyante anya devataha. Why do the people go to other gods? Is because their heart is stolen away by material desires. Therefore, to get quick results, kshipra results, they actually uh, approach other gods. So therefore, people will not approach Vishnu, for they know that to please Vishnu is not so easy. So he does not give benedictions which are actually uh, uh, detrimental for the conditioned soul's progress in the devotional service. Therefore, Vishnu doesn't give those results. However, the Devatas, being the order carriers of the Supreme Lord, are bound to give results which for which the practitioner asks, even though it seems to be detrimental for him. So these kind of people, they approach the gods for antavattu phalam. So they actually approach the gods for transitory, temporary benefits. So therefore they are considered to be tad bhavati alpamedasam. They are considered to be with poor fund of knowledge. So the benedictions offered by Vishnu are different. So therefore, the benedictions offered by Krishna and benedictions offered by Vishnu and the gods are not to be compared with each other. There is it can never be comparable. So therefore, the highest benedictions offered, even the highest benedictions offered by the greatest gods who are not Vishnu, the greatest God, cannot compare even to the 1/10,000th mercy of the benediction offered by the Supreme Lord. The benediction, the supreme benediction offered by the Supreme Lord is liberation from this material existence, which can give eternal happiness, not transitory happiness. Thousands and millions of transitory happiness in this world cannot equal to even an iota of supreme eternal spiritual bliss offered by the Supreme Lord. अचक्षुरन्धस्य यथा ग्रणीकृतः तथा जनस्या विदुषो बुधो गुरुः त्वम् अर्कदृक् सर्वदृशां समीक्षण वृतो गुरुर्नः स्वगतिं बुभूषताम्, saying achakshuho, as a blind man being unable to see, andhasya, achakshuhu andhasya, being unable to see, he accepts another blind man as his leader. Yatha agranihi kritaha. So, the leader who goes first, tatha janasya avidusho abudo guru. So, the jana, similarly, the janas, they accept those people who are ignorant and unintelligent as their leader, as their guru. Tvam arkadrik. So, but you are like the sun. Sarva drisham samikshanam. So, sarva drisham. You are the all sources of knowledge. Samikshana. And you are the complete seer. Samikshana. Vrito. Accepted. Guru Naha. So, as our spiritual master, Swagatim, one who knows his self-interest, Bhubhushata, means such an enlightened person. So, as a blind man, being unable to see, accepts another blind man as his leader. People who do not know the real goal of life accept someone as a guru who is a rascal and a fool. avidusho abudho guru krutah. But we are interested in self-realization. Naha swagati vrutah. So we have accepted you, but we are interested in our self-realization. Therefore, naha vruto. So we have accepted you, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, as our spiritual master, Guruhu, and Bubhushatam. For Bubhushatam is because you are such an enlightened person. We accept you as our spiritual master. For you are able to see in all directions. You are able to see everything. You know everything, like the sun, and you are omniscient, like the sun. You are like the Arkadrik. Arka means sun. So you are like the sun who can see in all directions. So the conditioned soul being wrapped up in ignorance and therefore not knowing the goal of life, accepts some guru who can juggle words and make some display of mysticism to attract fools. So people are attracted in this world who can derive gold, who can generate gold and other things. So, but this is just a magic. Because such a disciple has a poor fund of knowledge, he cannot judge whether the manufacturer of the gold is a manufacturer of gold is a criterion for a guru. So, since we do not know actually what is the goal of life, we actually fall for something which is actually less. So the real goal of life is to actually get out of the entanglement of material existence. Therefore, since we do not have the knowledge of the real goal of life, we accept some cheater as the guru who shows mere mysticism and mere material capacity to be our guru, and then we get cheated. Therefore, why should not one accept the Supreme Lord, who is from whom unlimited number of gold mines come into being? So, if you accept a generator of gold as your as the Supreme, so Supreme Lord is actually the source of all the gold mines. So why shall we not accept the Supreme Lord as our Guru? Why shall not we take shelter of the spiritual master instead of the cheating spiritual master of this world? So, therefore, we shall be intelligent enough. We shall not be like Avidusha Abuddha. We shall be like Vidu. We should be knowing what to get in life. We should Nate Vidu Swartha Gatim Hi Vishnu Durashayaye Vahiradhamanina Andhayata Andhai Rupaniyamana Devi Satantriyartha Urudam Nibaddha. Prahlad Maharaj says, Nate Vidu Swartha Gatim Hi Vishnu. So people in this world, they do not know that their actual self-interest is Vishnu, and they are running after temporary happiness of this world, and therefore they are bound up. Tepi Ishata Tantriyar Urudani Bhakta. So they are bound up tightly to this world by the ignorance of their real self-interest in the futile endeavor for fleeting happiness in this material world. So therefore, Mameva ye prapadyante, Maya metam tarantite. Daivi hyesha gunamai, Mama Maya duradhyaya. So this material nature is insurmountable, which is otherwise unsurpassable. So therefore, who actually takes shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who accepts the Lord as his supreme spiritual master, can only cross over this ocean of material existence, which is otherwise unsurpassable, and which is otherwise filled with so many dangerous shark-like calamities, which can drown us, which can vanquish us, and put us up again into the cycle of birth and death. Therefore, it is very important that we accept the proper bona fide spiritual master to get out of this material existence. So therefore, I will stop here. We'll continue our narration tomorrow. This is a section of beautiful prayers offered by King Satyavrata. Tomorrow we will conclude this chapter. We will have 14 verses. No, 11 verses tomorrow. So we'll close for today. If there are any questions,